Tell us who you are.
Steve Lake, my website's stephenlake.co.uk, and I'm the photographer here today.
So how long have you been a photographer?
Shot my first wedding in 2004. Friends got into it in the same way that so many people get into these things. They liked what I did, and I thought, I kind of enjoy this, and could I do it a bit more regularly, and the rest is history. So that's what, 17 years now. I know, I don't look old now.
Absolutely. So what is the importance of having a photographer at a wedding?
Well, slightly biased, as you would imagine, but I think, when all the champagne is drunk and the cake's eaten and everyone's gone home, it's the photos that you're going to have to remember the big day with. So I think a photographer is perhaps, let's say, the second or third thing that you should be thinking about when you're booking a wedding. And I think the most important thing for clients considering their photographer is to try and get a feel for whether you feel that person could fit well within your guests and your sort of family and friendship group, because it can be an important part of the day. It should never take over the day, but ultimately you want to feel relaxed with the photographer that you choose, and hopefully my clients do feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of photographers doing weddings over the years, and some photographers seem to sort of think the wedding's about them. And so how important is it to sort of make it the bride and groom's day and not sort of interfere with the day, but get those precious memories?
I think it's incredibly important to make everybody feel at ease. And I'm a people person anyway, so I think that translates into what I do, and it just so happens, hopefully, that I can take some really nice photos along the way. But I think if you can put people, as I would call it, at their relaxed best. So that might be something as simple as, if I'm taking some portraits or some couple shots, as we would call them, standing a lot further back. I mean, you don't have to be right on top of somebody to get their portrait. The further you stand back, I might like to sort of create a scenario or stand some clients in a particular place that I know will look lovely. But what I really want to do is, once I've kind of set the scene, I want to stand well back and just break the moment, because that's actually when you're really, I feel, going to get the nicest shots. You don't want the staid, shots. Or there may be a place for shots where you look into the camera, but equally the ones that are often more preferred are the ones where that moment is broken and it's just completely relaxed.
So one of the things that I find at weddings is that often the group photographs. Now, what would be your advice to brides about group photographs? Because sometimes they can maybe be a bit too long, shall we say?
Yes, they can. It's all about organisation with group photos. So I give my clients a little benchmark. I say 3 minutes per photo is a really good sort of amount of time to allow. It's never about the amount of time that it takes to photograph. That's a fraction of a second. But you'd be surprised how many times it's about getting the right people. They might have gone to check-in, they might be in the bar, they might be in the toilet. It's finding the people to get into the shot, and then I'll creatively arrange people and take the shot. But the way that we like to do that is I ask my clients to give me a list of those group shots in advance, remembering that 3 minute per shot principle, and then I print out 2 copies. I have one which I can then tick off as we go through, and then I give one to one of the wedding party who knows the people involved, so that they can grab the people for the next shot while I'm taking the current shot, and we can whiz through them nice and efficiently.
Would you say, is there a limit to the amount of group shots that they should do?
There's no limit from me. It's just there has to be an understanding from the client and indeed from the wedding party that if they want lots of photos, and some do, because weddings are those lovely occasions where we gather from near and far, and Auntie Mabel's come over from Australia and blah blah, and you want to use the opportunity to get the lovely photos, but you've just got to understand that if you do, then there will be a sort of amount of time that is necessary in order to capture those to their best.
So where are you today?
So today we're at Red Libbets, just outside of Sevenoaks, New Ash Green in Kent. We've had a delightful ceremony up in Bromley Parish Church, and then we're down here. We're going to grab a buggy. We're going to get out on the golf course later, just with the bride and groom, take them away from their guests, let them have a breather, because ultimately I never lose the fact that it is their day, it's their wedding day. Absolutely. So photos can be important, but they should never take over. But actually, sometimes a little later in the day, when the sun is getting a little low and it's a little less harsh, it can make for beautiful lighting conditions. We take them away only for maybe, 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be long, but we can, in that time, capture some really lovely portraits of them together, which complement the ones that we might do individually before the ceremony, and then put all of that with the candid record of the day that's captured throughout, and hopefully you've got a really nice collection of photos.
So if they want to get hold of you, where do they get you?
So it's all the W's and N's, Stephen Lake with a PH, so STEPHEN lake.co.uk, or on Instagram at Stephen Lake Photographer. That's it. Come and check out my work.
Thanks very much.